Hey, welcome to day 2 for your vocabulary words of Unit 2, Week 4. All right. So we're on the map. I'm in Barstow. We're on Route 66, taking a little drive, on Route 66. And we're getting our kicks on Route 66. Forget it. All right, here we go. Number 1, our word 1 today is scientific. Scientific. All right? Make sure that you write the word, pause it if you need to. All right. The definition I want you to use for scientific is, scientific means having to do with or used in science. That's one of the things the pioneers brought with them, were scientists. It was pretty important for them to have somebody that was scientific to help them with all their things. Go ahead and pause it and write it. All right, your example I want you to use is, a microscope is a scientific tool. It is. Go ahead and pause your video and write the example. And your question I want you to ask is, well, I talked to you about a microscope. Remember, that was our example. What I need you to tell me is name something else that is a scientific tool. Name something else. Anything. Scientific. Come up with something good for us, okay? Try to do something different than everybody else you think they might do. Don't use microscope. Got it? Okay, pause it, write it. All right, your next word is particles. Particles. Pause it, write it. Your definition we're going to use for particles is, particles are small bits or pieces of something. So that's something. We've talked about particles in science before. Particles are something. They're little bits of pieces of something. Okay, go ahead and pause it and write it. Your example that we're going to use is, the nurse removed dirt particles from the child's eye. Oof, that would hurt. Don't do that. Don't get anything in your eye, okay? All right, pause it, write your example. And here is an interesting question. Make sure that you be specific on this one. Where would you find particles of sand? Interesting when we live in a desert. So don't think of where we are, think of other places, okay? Where would you find particles of sand? Be original, okay? Got it? All right, go ahead and pause it and write it. All right, look up here. This is where I am. See, you are here. Can you see that? We're in Barstow right now. We're on Route 66. Just thought I'd tell you that again. It's pretty cool here. We'll have to get you a picture of the couple of the. They've got a bunch of murals here, and I thought this was an interesting one. So here we go. The next word we have is inflate. Inflate. Pause it. Write it. All right, your definition that we're going to use for inflate is, inflate means to cause to swell by filling with air or gas. How interesting is that? And I'm sure you knew that, because you have to do that with bicycle tires and all that kind of stuff. All right, go ahead and write your definition. And here's your example that I need you to write out. The man will inflate his balloon with hot air. That's kind of interesting. Have you ever flown in a hot air balloon? I have to show you some pictures, because I've been in a hot air balloon. It's pretty cool. And yeah. All right, go ahead and write your example. Here's your question I want you to ask or answer. Remember, restate this in your answer. Can a balloon fly if we inflate it with hot air? Can it fly if it's inflated with hot air? Restate the question in your answer. All right, here's our last word. We're in Barstow, right up here. Well, there's fish ponds. Maybe we won't worry about the fish ponds. But it's kind of cool here. No, it's actually pretty hot. All right, here we go. Our next word is hydrogen. Hydrogen. Go ahead and pause it and write it. Here's the definition for hydrogen. Hydrogen is a light gas that burns easily. Easily. Interesting. All right. Pause it and write it. Here's the example I want you to write down. The balloon floated because it was filled with hydrogen. Pause it, write your example. And here's your question I want you to answer. Why are hydrogen balloons able to fly? And I want you to think about the definition. I want you to think about the example. And I want you to tell me why you think that hydrogen balloons are able to fly. Okay, think about the definition. Go ahead and pause it, write it. All right, we're all wrapped up. You'll notice we've come to Barstow. We started out in way far away over there, which I think was in Salt Lake City. And we went through St. George. We went through the Utah Hills. We came all the way through, and we are on one of these trails here that the old pioneers used to do. It's kind of a cool map. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you get your words done, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, see ya.